lunch and the afternoon class pass uneventfully. I read most of the book I had started yesterday and eat some of the mostly inedible offerings of the cafeteria. The class is tiresome. The teacher seems like an okay person despite the weird first impression I got, and the material is relatively interesting. However, the way he teaches is really bizarre. It's as if he expects that everyone is a natural genius.
That seemed like an unnecessary part of dialogue.
Yeah, like I'm not sure we needed like a whole other transition.
Yeah.
When the final bell sounds, I realize that there is still a lot of time left in the day, and I'm left wondering what to do. It's odd. At the hospital, I had 24 hours a day of free time, but here, filling the considerably shorter hours feels difficult.
What do
Only
you
I had
mean?
some shy girl to talk to.
It's not like we
some
played
classwork to do.
a game of Risk and had tea and went to the library. We found plenty of stuff to do yesterday.
It's only the third day here.
Yeah. Is it really only the third day?
Unless we had a time skip.
Wow, okay.
We've only gone to bed twice.
That is a good point. This is day 3.
Everyone else leaves, and I'm left alone with the teacher. Muto is examining the assignment sheets we were working on earlier, marking them with a red ballpoint. Raising his eyes from his papers briefly, he notices me and furrows his brow. I forgot what voice I gave him because it was like a month or two ago.
It was like almost like a drunken slur, I think. What it like
oh, yeah,
very
'cause he was all
indifferent.
tired.
Yeah,
What is it, Nakai?
perfect.
I jump at him addressing me, but I guess it's natural to spark some conversation since there is nobody else around. Nothing. Thinking about what I'd do after school. Teacher slowly puts the cap on the pen he is holding and arranges his papers into a stack, clacking it against the desk twice.
As people with paperwork on their desk love to do.
He seems very methodical, and for a brief moment I'm reminded of Shizune. But the teacher is more unhurried and relaxed, much more routine. You have no plans? No, I considered joining a club, but I don't know what kind of club would interest me. Go observe a meeting of someone else's club might pique your interest. I guess. I don't know how to continue from there. Muto looks at me in a way that makes me quickly want to take the words back to avoid a conversation. But I can't, so I have to forge ahead. I just don't know how to deal with people. I mean, the other students.
Those people.
I'm talking to people and everything, so it's not that I'd be isolated or anything. I just don't know what to think about the disabilities. It's like, it feels that I'm being impolite if I pay attention to them, but it's weird to ignore them. Damned if I do, damned if I don't. The teacher scratches his cheek absent-mindedly, looking very unresponsive. These things are only an issue if you make them one. You can talk normally with someone even if they're blind or something. Try to look behind the superficial. There's not a single student here who isn't just a normal kid behind whatever they might seem at first glance.
Solid advice.
He says the same thing as Yuko did. I know they're right, but it's hard. How can you not consider, for example, Shizune's deafness when the only way to communicate with her is to talk through Misha? Or Hanako. It's not like you can ignore... I mean, I feel like that... Okay, I can understand your point with Shizune because you actually have to learn like a whole new language to communicate with her properly. Like,
Yeah.
In a meaningful way.
But as far as like physical maimings go,
Or have Misha around, right? Like, but
Yeah.
that's kind of awkward if you want to like have a romantic relationship or
Oh.
super close friendship with just Shizune.
does Misha have a disability or is she only at the school for Shizune as an interpreter?
I assumed she also had her own disability, but maybe she is just there as an interpreter. But... Oh, what the hell is that? I'm interrupted by the door of the classroom suddenly slamming open. Of course.
Is it Shizune? I bet you it's Shizune. Who else would slam a door like that? I guess it could be Kenji. Should we take bets?
I already saw it. So.
Okay. Oh, it's Misha. Wow, shocker.
I can't believe you didn't say Misha.
I was riding Shizune's wave of anger from earlier, so I figured if anyone would be slamming doors, it would probably be her. Teacher!
Misha crashes in, hand straight in an enthusiastic greeting, her voice loud and lively enough to wake the dead from their graves. She starts towards the teacher's desk with her bouncing step, hands energetically swinging with the rhythm.
I picture her skipping into the classroom.
Muto, visibly dismayed at the interruption, and Misha in general, slumps in his chair.
You and me both, Muto. You and me both.
Mikado.
So that's her name. I knew it had to be something other than just Misha.
Misha stops in her tracks and looks around cluelessly as if she's sensing from his tone that something's wrong, but has no idea what.
Yes?
We have talked about volume control before.
So many times. Yes.
How am I supposed to sleep on my desk if you come in here like that? But she doesn't lower her voice at all, and the teacher just rubs his eyes. Oh, what is it?
We need help. We are running out of supplies for the festival stands. This is a distress.
She waves a pink slip of paper she's holding around. So, go get more supplies from the art room. What's the problem with that?
The plywood. Plywood is always the problem. Last time we wanted more and there was only a little, but that time we just took it all and went with that. Now, there's none left. So, do you know where there is some?
I don't understand. How would I know?
Because you're an adult male. All adult males would know where the nearest plywood is, obviously.
Just on their radar 24/7.
Ishii-chan, I mean, the president thought that a teacher would know if there is plywood. Was she wrong?
Muto looks like he is in great pain, frowning with his entire essence, and Misha doesn't get it at all. Maybe Misha's autistic.
It's possible, but she's very... I get Valley Girl vibes from her. I don't see why you can't be both.
Looking at the two of them communicate is terrible. Like looking at a man being tortured by drilling his skull open while blasting pop music at full volume at the same time. I'm afraid I have no idea if there is any plywood in the school, let alone where it would be if there was any.
Aww. What should I do?
Perhaps try to find Mr. Namiya. I'm quite sure he would know where to find everything you need. You'd have to pry them from his cold, dead hands, but that's a different matter.
I don't have time. We are so busy.
She holds her head with both of her hands, looking as despairing as it's possible for a person like her. Without even noticing, she crumples the note she's holding against her hair.
I shouldn't even be fetching these things. There is so much to do, and we are falling behind the schedule.
Muto looks at her gravely and then suddenly smiles. Smiling doesn't really fit his face. I think it'd be better if he didn't. I wonder if you could get some temporary help.
Oh no. No. Don't you put that on us.
He's solving two birds with one stone here. He switches to staring at me focusedly with a hard expression as if trying to say, go make some friends.
More like, get Misha out of my hair.
And yourself.
Yeah.
I guess I can give you a hand.
You can? Thanks, Hichan. You are really nice.
They really went full upbeat with Misha's theme. He pauses, does a double take, and then points at me with her finger, yelping.
Ah!
And looking very puzzled.
Come to think of it, what's Hichan doing here? Class is over. You should be having fun.
We just had a little chat.
About eating books in my classroom. Oh no! It's not detention, is it? Are you in trouble, Hichan?
She thinks so highly of us. No, I'm not.
Is Hichan in trouble, teacher?
Wow.
Wow,
She doesn't even
okay.
believe us. No, he's not. My toe sighs deeply, and I feel that I have to help Misha to get her off the teacher's back. So, what do you need?
Plywood, obviously. Here's a list. I can try to find the plywood from somewhere if there's none in the art room.
Hands us the list she just crumpled up.
Yeah.
She offers me the note she's holding. I take it, hesitating a bit. I wanted to talk to Hanako. I said I'd help you, but this has no implications on whether I'm joining the council or not.
Aww. Still, thanks, Hichan. Try to be quick. We are in a stall building streak now. We must hurry, hurry, hurry.
She bounces out of the classroom, leaving me and the teacher looking at each other with something that feels like a silent agreement. Well, there you have it, Nakai. Something to do now. Please don't. Oh, something to do now. Please don't sound so smug. Looking at the list with a number of items ranging from paint to plywood, all written with small, neat handwriting that is undoubtedly Shizune's, I heave a sigh. I'll be going then. Waving the long list limply at the teacher, I exit to the hallway.